Hello, it's me, Anime We or We Anime, and I welcome you back to What If Naruto Was a Weapon Master? Part 5. This is the last part on the beginning of Naruto, Naruto, and next part will start the Shippuden arcs. Now, this episode is different from the others because what I'm doing is making stuff up. That is just it. I am making stuff up as I go along. But I do have stuff planned. It will still end out in a 3-year time skip until next part and all that, okay? I just wanted to point that out there and make that known to everyone that it will still end out the same. Uh, as what I mean is uh, what I mean is everything will be the same. And about the time skip and all that, training and all that, okay? So, buckle up, put your seatbelts on, and after I get this drink of water and we can start this. So, last time, part 4, we went over uh uh well, we didn't really go over. Well, we had a lot of fight. We had fighting, a new technique was showed, being in the Thunderbird Katana Destruction. I did make up my mind, it's not Wakizashi, it's a katana. And we'll be seeing more of that technique, and a new blade, well, new weapon to be exact, will be showed in this. Okay? Uh, as we know, the art I'm using is by Satoshi Hyuga on Pinterest. So if you like what you see in the art, go follow them. Okay, and the other art that I will be using in Shippuden is by Helm Gul Art on Twitter. So go follow them there. Okay, so if you like the art at least. And this is what I'm going to be using for Shippuden. Okay, so let's get started. So right now, Naruto is on patrol actually with his friends ish. Well, other Ginning because the Jonin and everyone else is helping build. And since it's the same group in for the Sasuke retrieval arc. It's the same group. Okay? It's just added a member being Sasuke. Okay? Sasuke's there. Naruto. Momo is too, by the way. Momo, which is female Naruto, if you all have forgotten. It is just canon Naruto, but girl version. So it's the same. So Momo is the holder of the Nine Tails. Right, the Jinjuriki key for the Nine Tails. Okay, it's female Naruto, just different name. And so she'll be taking care of canon Naruto stuff, while Naruto is doing his own thing. Okay, Just wanted to make that clear in case any of you have forgotten. Okay, so we this group is going around patrolling until they get confronted. I guess you could say confronted. But oh yeah, the group, same group, and that fights, well, Sasuke retrieval group being Neji, Choji, Shikamaru, uh, Kiba, Naruto. Yeah, that's, and then Rock Lee and Garb and the Saiyan two siblings show up. Yeah, but Sasuke uh, and Momo are here with them, but they also do have a flare just in case they find something, so they can shoot it up, right? And people can come save them. Those people might have to do that because they're being confronted by the Sound Four, or technically five because Kimimaru is also there. So Sound Five. Uh, yeah, Sound Five. And so these group, Naruto would say, well, hey, shoot the flare. In which Sasuke, no, Momo would shoot the flare up, right? And help would be on their way very soon, but not soon enough before the fight starts. So the Sound Force would. So here's something different. Naruto would be fighting Kimaru, right? While Kiba and, well, Kiba and Choji are fighting the big guy, right? Jozu, I believe his name was. And then Shikamaru will be fighting Toyoya, I believe that's her name. Sasuke, well, Neji will be fighting Spider Dude by himself. Shikamaru and, actually, no. Uh, Crap. Hold on, I'm gonna go write this down just right here. So it's, uh, oh, sure. So it's Shikamaru. I'm just gonna put Chika. And uh, okay, so Kiba, no, and Choji, I believe that's how you spell it, versus Jozu, and then it's Neji versus Spider Dude, which I can't remember the name of. It's, and then there's the Splitty Dude, the guy that can split. What's split? I think that's how you spell it. I am very I can't talk or spell in that matter. Split Dude versus Sasuke and who's left in that group? Okay, so Naruto. Well, hold on. Naruto versus Kimi Maru. I think this is how I spell it. What the hell? I'm just gonna put Bone Dude. Bone Dude. Right. So the last people in that group is Momo. I'll put Momo up here. Nah, that's not Jody. Jozu. So there's one more guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, Toyota. Did Toyo. I think that's how you spell it. I can't speak. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm very sorry about this. Dealing with this on camera. I should have dealt with this earlier. Uh, yeah, this seems good. Uh, Momo will help Sasuke. There you go. Those are the fights. Right. Shikamaru versus Toyoya. Kiba and Choji versus Jozu. Neji versus Spider Dude. Split Dude versus Sasuke and Momo. And then Naruto versus Kimimaru. Okay, we got it. So they would get in their fights. Naruto would fight. I'm just going to focus on Naruto. And I'll check in on the others. Okay. But the fights, Shikamaru versus Toyoya will happen the same. Same with Neji versus Spider Dude. Kiba and Choji. Actually, I'll start on their fight. Okay. Kiba and Choji versus Jozu. And then we'll go to Split Dude versus. Actually, nah, let's just. Screw it. I can do a mini rundown on their fights. So Kiba and Choji, well, they would go and. Well, Kiba would start off by going Man Beast mode, Man Beast, with Akamaru. And then they would just charge him, which wouldn't work. They'd be slapped away very easy. And then Choji would do his human wrecking ball. I think that's human boulder technique. It's one of the two. I forget. And then Jozu would stop it. And then Kiba would be back with the Spyro. The one where he spins, the spinning drill thing. He'd do that. He'd be caught. And while Akamaru's going under, he'd come up into more using the spiral fang thing, right? I'm sorry. I don't know why I decided to do this. I was only planning on doing Naruto's fight, but I guess you all probably want a longer video. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Tell me. So slapped away again. Akamaru is, and then some things happen there and there. Jozu is basically winning right now. So Choji takes the pill, not the red one, the green one. Whatever the one is least dangerous, he'd take. And then he'd be back in the fight for a little bit and then get knocked down. Kiba would get up with like a military pill. right? And then he'd start fighting again and get knocked away. Choji would take the second while he was down, and he'd get back up. I don't remember what the pills are called. I don't remember at all on what they are called. I like the food. I swear they're like food pills. I think that's all they are. I think. And then help would arrive. Well, no. Uh, After being knocked down again, red pill. Uh, it like takes like the fat. There are way smarter people. I don't remember how they work. I know it makes him like grow butterfly wings and he wins the fight. I mean that's what would happen. He would win the fight by that, right? And then let's get over to uh Neji and Spider Dude would still be the same. Split Dude and versus Sasuke and Momo would go way differently than you would think. You would think, oh, they're just gonna mollywop him and end it in a second. Yeah, no, this guy is way stronger than you'd think. I remember he, like, one of the guys merges with the other, like, Kiba and makes him stab himself. Or no, Kiba stabs himself to get the split dude uh, out of him, and that's how he wins. And then actually, no, he doesn't win. And then Kankuro shows up. I remember that much. It's been like years since I watched the beginning of Naruto. It's been years, I can tell you that. Sorry. So, yeah. So, what he would do immediately is the split dude would unsplit and then merge. Well, when they're all together, well, they're both together, he would run up to Sasuke. One of them will merge into him, and while the other one would fight Momo for a little bit, which wouldn't go out well for him. The one that did split off and fight Momo would be mollywopped, okay? It's the dumb one. I think there's a dumb one and smart one, I think. I don't know exactly. As I said, it's been years since I watched the beginning of Naruto. So, uh, yeah. So now it's Sasuke versus Momo, because of the other dude, like, split off and took control, um, for a little bit. So those two are fighting, and eventually it'd be like an hour after. Remember, these are happening at the same time. So all the fight with Choji and Kiba is going on right now still. I'm doing quick rundowns, but remember, they are happening at the same time. So I'm also not very good with fight explaining. I never have been good at it, even in D&D campaigns. The couple times I've been DM, uh, very bad at fight managing multiple at once. Uh, Nah, I'll give you. Nah. You don't. You all probably don't care. But yeah, never been good with fight explaining. Never have been. So, anyways, they would fight for a long of an hour, and then help would arrive on the side of Momo, being Sasuke's older brother, Itachi. Yeah, Itachi came by like, hey, it's still good guy, good guy. Uchiha massacre never happened. Danzo got dealt with by Minato. So, duh, yeah, that's how it happened. Minato knew it wasn't one of the Uchiha that they knew, but it was an Uchiha because he fought him. He fought Madara. Madara. Yeah, Madara. But we all know. We all know. But so yeah, they would. Well, Itachi would come to the save, and many other ninja would be all around the battlefield. Uh, Sand siblings would come by, help out with fights. Rock. Whenever I get into the Naruto's fight, which is right now, since the other fights are dealt with. The person that came to save, well, came by to help, not Naruto, uh, Choji and Kiba was Shishui with an eye patch. But yeah, it's Shishui with an eye patch. So, he did get one eye stolen by Donzo, but Minato came by like, hey, quit this, and they didn't. They tried to steal the other eye, so they died. Uh, he hasn't had the right, well, he hasn't had the right people to put his other eye back. I mean, given he could easily switch with Itachi, which they would do. Actually, yeah, no eye patch for Shishui. He has both eyes. He has EMS, internal Mangekyu Sharingan. But yeah, Shishui would save those two from being absolutely murked. And now it's time for me to go over the longest fight in a long time by Naruto and Kimimaru. Okay, so I'm gonna go erase these since we got over them already. Okay, and Naruto and Kimaru's fight would start as you would expect. Naruto would pull out his dagger, and he would immediately do snake bite dagger, which wouldn't work. Kimimaru is very strong, even when he is sick. So he would be able to dodge the dagger going, well, being stabbed and all that. So what he would do, Naruto would flip out of there, change into his tonfa, do the hand signs, which I, oh my god, I'm dumb. I forgot to check which one is for him. For the elephant tonfa, it's boar. He would end in boar, pulses of chakra would go through the tonfa, and he would charge. Kimimaru would make the arm sword things, the bone swords that he uses, and they would be going at it. Just they would both get slices off each other. Naruto would get one on his side from Kimimaru. Kimimaru would get one on, well, his side also, right? But they'd keep on going back and forth, blocking attacks from each other. And then Naruto would use Elephant Tonfa Explosion, hitting Kimimaru, sending him backwards, is what he would think. But Kimimaru is stuck to the ground by bones coming out of his foot. So yeah, he stabbed bones into the ground to keep him steady so that he can hit Naruto again on the same side as, well, his right side on his right side, split, making another gash on him. It's basically well, your right pectoral. It would be down, like, and it would quit around the same length as where your belly button is. I know it's a weird concept, but that's where the cut would end. I mean, given that's on his side, that's his front, but that's where that cut would be. The other slice would be around, like, well, your side, like a little bit below your ribs. Okay, but then Naruto would use the other elephant tonfa explosion, and he would switch blades, or weapons rather, into his lion great sword, or his great sword to be exact. He would start doing hand signs for the well, lion great sword eruption, which would end in tiger, and he'd be ready. Him and Kimimaru would start clashing blades again. They would have a standoff, like pushing each other back, right? Which that would end in the way Naruto would expect. He would end a cut. It would end with a cut on his leg, but he did get another hit on Kimimaru on his leg, his left leg, and Naruto got his on his right leg, right? So this would be going on for a while, and then after a minute or two of just clashing blades again, Naruto and Kimimaru would get in another standoff. Well, another clash, which would in turn send Kimimaru going backwards actually this time, and Naruto hitting one of the most devastating moves he has, being, and he would say this, Lion Great Sword Eruption! And he would hit the ground, the ground would split off into many different directions around Kimimaru, which would all spit out lava or magma. Well, magma, yeah, at Kimimaru. Which would end with Kimimaru using a technique, which I don't know if he can actually do. But he would get magma all over him, which would burn through him, but his bones would Can he make? I know he can make swords. Well, I know his bones are hard as steel, right? Or has the consistency of steel. But I don't know if his skin is. I don't know if his skin is made of steel or like is the same density as steel. I don't remember. I feel like I'm just making this up. I have a feeling I am. It just sounds cool to make a thing. But magma would get on him, and he would start to spin, in which Naruto would switch into his sickles, start doing hand signs, end with what did I make it? Monkey? Question mark? I think I made it rat, actually, because butterfly is bird. Yeah, Indian rat. I think it's rat, at least. I know I have dragon, tiger, ox, serpent, hare, boar, bird. Uh, Actually, no, bird. Bird has two different instances. Bird is for Thunderbird, clearly. Right. So butterfly will be switched to monkey. Don't know why, but it is. Wait, no, Thunderbird is the mix of dragon and bird. So, uh, uh, I remember that now. Thunderbird is the mix of two, and butterfly can stay bird. But he would end in rat, I guess. And he would also start spinning. See, what Kimamaru is doing while spinning is he's trying to get the magma off of him by spinning with such force and putting chakra all over its body to push it off. But Naruto is spinning for an entire different reason, and it's for the Mantis Sickle Tornado, which would be going at a man already spinning with magma all over him, which he would do the hand signs, and then whatever, and then the tornado like creation would be sent off in his direction, still cutting up Naruto in the same sense, because he's dumb. He put himself in it, which that is the only way he can actually create it, unless he just spins his arms and does like a, or puts his like things in the his sickles in the ground and makes a circle with them, and then that's the only way he can actually do it, spinning around. See, he's using nature's chakra. I mean, not intentionally when he's doing some of his techniques, but he's using a lot of his own chakra doing them too. So yeah, I don't know, but he would use Mantis Sickle Tornado, and Tornado would go. Naruto would switch weapons once again to his spear, the rampaging rhino spear, doing hand signs, ending in uh, ram, yeah, ram, and yeah, ending in ram. He'd make he would do this immediately, right after tornadoes going. He's sending in the rampaging rhino spear, which he would thrust the spear, and the chakra rhino thing would be gathering earth, which with magma in it also. The magma after the Lion Great Sword eruption is also working with this. It's just gathering earth. Uh, and it's charging, or well, it's about to gore uh, Kimimaru, which Kimimaru would do the whatever dance it is to make his ribs shoot out, right? And just multiple spikes go all over his body. Well, bone spikes to go all over his body. That's the technique he would do. And he would put his arms up to protect to protect his upper body. And the rhino would go to gore him, but it would get caught up in the ribs, in the like rib bones going out, right? So he would catch it, it would get destroyed after the fact, and then Kimimaru would charge into, well, at Naruto going into his curse mark mode, right? And right, and so getting caught up in it, Naruto would switch, not to that, to this, to his uh, spiraling swordfish lance, which he wouldn't be doing anything yet. He'd wait, and while Kimaru was charging at him, he'd be ready with his lance, doing hand signs, ending in what did I say? The other one, the snake is serpent, ending in dragon, the full dragon sign. He'd be ready for Kimaru, which they would both clash. Well, spear to body, I guess, but they would clash, and Naruto would push himself up into the air with his lance, and then he'd reel back and then say, spiraling swordfish lance. And multiple swordfishes would start to spiral like a torpedo. Well, they would start to spiral at Kimimaru. And last time I said all the sizes that it would be. They would be size of a great white shark and all that. Many different sizes. But they would be raining down on him, right? And then Naruto would land on the ground and call out to a new weapon. He'd be bringing out his katana and he would do hand signs and in a mix of dragon and bird. And he would say, Thunderbird Katana Destruction. And then the clouds would start to have, thunder clouds, and then the Thunderbird would start to descend. Which, over the time, it's been a couple weeks since the last time he used it. But that, which he has sort of mastered it in a sense, with the help of Kakashi and many other ninja, he has been able to master it in a sense of he can actually control it without shocking himself ish. He still gets very shocked by it, but he would bring it down. It'd be the same size as last time, about the size of a truck, like an F-150, about the size of that thing, maybe a little bigger. He has enough control about how much chakra he can put in it now, at least. But he would swing down the Thunderbird descending, like I said, but it would be looking like it was hitting Kimimaru, but in reality, it was being fuel for a different source. Raiga would return without this being a clone. No clone needed. Well, this is no clone. This is Raiga, like actually Raiga of the Seven Swordsmen or of the Akatsuki in this sense. So he would be having his new blades charging up, well, taking all the lightning release and catching it, putting it in the swords to use his own technique, which is just Thunder Fang. or no, Thunderjaw is what he calls it. Uh, Ringo has Thunder Fang, he has Thunderjaw. Sure, I swear that's like a Loxus name attack. But Naruto still having his sword katana out. Naruto would say, "Well, this sucks." In his voice, I'm just not bothering to do it. Hold on, I'll do it. Well, this sucks. I thought I thought I kicked your butt last time, Raiga. And Raiga would say, "Well, well, you did, but I've recovered, and I'm all better now. I'm gonna beat you this time. And now there's no help to help you to defeat me and this guy. So, this has been a plan all along. Me and Kimimaru over here, or in in realistic terms, me and Orochimaru made a deal. I got to defeat you. He just gets to have, well, they get to have their fun with you after. So I made a promise I won't kill you yet, but they get to have their fun." And then you'd hear a third voice. And, well, hold on. And what kind of fun would that be without a challenge? Haha! The green beast of Konoha. What did Rock Lee call himself? What is Rock Lee's epithet? Epithet. How do you spell that? Epithet. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, it's a nickname. Rokuri. No. Uh, what did he? Oh, okay. So he would call himself, "Haha! I'm the handsome devil of the hidden leaf of Konoha. Rock Lee at your service." And so Rock Lee, still being very injured, he'd say, "Oh, hold on. Before we start this, I got to take my medicine, okay?" And it's sake. He's doing drunkly. Him and Kimimaru would fight while Raiga and Naruto would fight. Naruto would clash his blade with Raiga's two blades, and they would go at it. Naruto getting cut up way more than originally planned. And now it's gonna be like another hour time skip. See, it's the first fight would already last an hour. Kimaru, well, actually, not 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes would go by. Everyone else's fights has ended. Not this one, though. Um, this fight, the 2v2, has not ended. They would still be going and going at each other's throats. Naruto is cut all over the place. Uh, Legs all shredded. His pants are all shredded. And they're all drained basically of chakra. Well, Broccoli doesn't have any, so he's perfectly fine. And plus, he's drunkly in this fight. And so, then there would be another voice. Well, looks like you all are having fun. And Naruto would look over, seeing Orochimaru. And Naruto would say, So, wait, so, you gonna join this too? Or are you just gonna watch while I kill your, your, well, your second in command, well, the leader of the Sound Five or whatever, and a member of the, well, Raiga here. So, come on, I know you already want to join. Uh, right now, he still has he's switched weapons, he's used many things. I'm getting lightheaded. Uh, jeez. And so, Minato would pop by, checking on his son. Like, hey, oh god. Garo would also show up at this time, saving Rock Lee from becoming a shish kebab by Kimimaru. Kimimaru would be stopped by Gaara. Uh, Other Jonins would appear also. Kakashi would come by. Neko. I still need to. I forgot to figure out how to say that her real name. But the Anbu not Neko would show up, and Naruto would be overjoyed by this, and Naruto would say, "Oh, you know, the usual, getting teamed up on. This has been going for hours, an hour at least." And so this fight would be basically wrapping up, and Naruto would do hand signs again for the Thunderbird destruction. Naruto would say, "You all better cover up." Naruto would jump as high as he could, and he would use the last of his chakra to use, and he would swing down. This is the biggest the Thunderbird destruction technique has ever been. He would be the size of uh, Gamabuta. That big, and it would be sit down on every single person. Well, the Jonings would get out of there. Raiga would say, "This didn't work last time. Why do you think it would have worked this time?" He would stick his swords up. Orochimaru would not be dumb. He would leave. Like, he would say, "Oh, I know what you're expecting. You're expecting to hit me. Not happening." Uh, Minato and the other Jonin would get. Well, Gar would cover up him and Rock Lee. Everyone else would get in there into Garo before it would hit the ground. Garo would say, "Hey, Lee's village Jonin," and well, Hokage, come on. And he would cover him up. Well, all the other Leaf Shinobi would get under this cover of sand. The Thunderbird would go down, take out Raiga. It was just way too much chakra in this to be sucked up by the sword. So the swords would be destroyed, and Raiga would be screwed, to say the least. Screwed to, well, yeah, he's screwed. He might be dead. I don't know. Uh, I don't think he'll be dead. Uh, Yet. He might die. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But Orochimaru would show back up after the the destruction of the technique would happen, and Orochimaru would say, "Oh, so just seeing me made you go all out in that technique, trying to take me out." And Gaara and everyone, well, the other Leaf Ninja are okay. They didn't get destroyed in this. So they're completely fine, sort of. Everyone else is most certainly not okay. Being, well, Kimimaru is still awake, but he is not able to get up, but he is still awake and all that. So he can still see and hear all of the conversation, right? And Raiga is just plain out cold. Naruto is standing. For now, he would be up at least. He'd be alive. Uh, the surroundings are like if well, let me think. Uh, a meteor hit the ground. That's what the ground looks like. The ground's completely destroyed. Just nothing's there but bodies. And Orochimaru would. Well, I'm gonna get back to Orochimaru before we end this. Orochimaru would say, "Hey, you know that little present I gave you, right? Way back at the tuning exams, preliminary, well, the second portion of it, right? I'll leave you alone if I'll leave the whole entire village alone if you come with me." And then Orochimaru would do something weird. Well, not really weird. Orochimaru, they would. I'm not gonna specify the gender, but they would take their tongue, well, licking. They would lick Naruto in the face, just straight up, just like Orochimaru. Then would continue. And before you even do anything, Minato, I won't do anything to your son, okay? If he comes with me, and he'll be fine. He'll be able to return after 3 years. I just need a bodyguard from some certain threats, to say the least. And then Itachi, Shisui would start to appear, and Naruto would then collapse. But Orochimaru would catch him, lay him down softly, and then Orochimaru would continue. Okay, I'll leave the village alone. I'll completely forget about it. Okay? You can come for me for help, but I won't expect help back if your son here can come with me to become my bodyguard. Okay? And I'll make him all spiffy and strong, but I'll give you a week exactly before I show up again, and either you say no, or this village, or what remains, will be destroyed in a matter of hours. Konoha will be wiped off the map, if you don't. Well, if you make the wrong decision, but if you make the right one, Everything will be fine. Your son will be stronger. All so much stronger. And he'll even have more fun with fighting. He'll have more reason to fight, to protect his village, to protect his friends, the people he's met along the way, to protect the people he loves. And hell, maybe I'll become one of those people. So, a week is all you get. And so, I'll see you all in a week. Ah, goodbye. I'll see you all in a week. And then he would sink to the floor and, well, go over where he would go. And then other ninja would pop down like, time skip a week would happen. And Minato is heavily confused. Orochimaru, one of the greatest villains, well, one of the greatest enemies of Konoha history, is right in front of him, sitting right in front of him, which they are having a meeting. They are deciding what's happening. Naruto would also be there. Just Naruto. Well, actually, the two other Sannin would also be there. Naruto would still be bandaged up, very much bandaged up, covered head to toe. And Minato would look at his son, and Minato would say, Naruto, I want you to understand that I still love you. You are still my son. But this decision is risking so many more lives. So I hope you can forgive me for the decision I'm about to make. And Naruto would say, I would have done the same thing. I would do the same thing. Protecting the village and protecting all these lives are way more important. So I get it. Oh, okay. Well, never thought my day would get. Huh. So, your decision? And Minato would say, Orochimaru, my son is yours for next 3 years, as we have discussed, and he'll be able to return. But over these next 3 years, what will you be doing with my son exactly? And Orochimaru would say, well, wouldn't you like to know? See, I'll be helping him a lot in many different ways. Oh, so many different ways. And you'll just have to see when he comes back. I'm not gonna spoil my fun. So, my friends, Jiraiya Tsunade, I hope you to see you all in 3 years. Don't die! Now, come on, the weapon of the animal kingdom. I know who you are. I know a lot more than you'd think. And then Naruto would leave with the scroll of all of his weapons on his back, bandaged up, and, well, it would be 3 years. And that's where I'm going to end it. So, next part of this will be the sort of, well, Shippuden, and we'll go over what Naruto has learned. And over the next week, I'll be thinking of many different new techniques, many new different weapons to be used. But if you have any suggestions, I'm serious. I will take any of them. But before, no, not Rock Lee. Just don't do any of the weapons I have here. Being the katana, Well, you can do a regular scythe. I have a double-edged scythe, a Kusagama, Senbon, Tanta staff, lance, spear, dagger, twin hook swords, sickles, great sword, and tonfas, bladed tonfas. I'm just having tonfa. Just don't have any of these weapons I have here, and if you do, I'll oversee them. Well, not oversee them. I'll look at them. If they are way better than my own, I will definitely switch them out. Like they'll be as upgraded versions, right? Like the black rope dragon twister that Zoro has. He has a normal dragon twister, but yeah, it will be just upgraded versions of the weapons, well, the techniques. So if you have any of those ideas, I will gladly use them if you would let me. And yeah, I'll think of more techniques. You put your techniques down in the not down in the description, down in the comments. I'll look over them all. Every single one of them I'll look over. Okay. So next time, well, I'll see you next time. And like, comment, subscribe, put your techniques down in the description, and I am gonna go do something else. Maybe take a nap. Probably, honestly, I don't know. Do something. Well, I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.